Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all having a really good weekend. I am back with another one, and it's another one that I picked up from the supermarkets the other day. And if I'm correct, this is one that was from Tesco's. £3.75, but part of a 4 for 3 offer. And it's also from a brewery I don't think I've had anything from before on their own. I've possibly had a collaboration where this brewery was involved, but I think this is me first from them on their own, and it's from Gwei-lo, and this is a can of their Neon Jungle IPA. It's coming in at 5.5% in a 440ml can, and like I say, £3.75, but part of a 4 for 3, so obviously I paid for this one, but the cheapest one was free. Fancy artwork there. Now it's saying Gwei-lo blah blah blah, Hong Kong. So we're out of Hong Kong. I knew they were somewhere that way. I thought it was Japan or something like that. Whether Hong Kong's in Japan, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, so we're taking a look at this. Their IPA 5.5%. So I've got a bottle opener there, but it's a can, so I don't need that. So let's get this cracked open. It's nice and chilled, and get it in a glass. And I don't have a Gwei-lo glass, so it's going to go in my glass I like to use for, is my generic glass for IPAs, and it's the White Hag one. So let's get it in, see what we get. I'm pretty certain I haven't seen any reviews of this beer. It's the first time I've seen this beer. But, you know, we'll have a go. We'll have a go. A little bit left in the can still. I'll give that a swirl after, but I'm going to leave me space to give it a swill and that. So I'm going to say on the camera, from what I'm seeing, it's looking pretty much identical. It's sort of like that light orange, yellowy lemon sort of colour, if you like, hazy. And we've got a lovely finger of compact white head on top. Looks nice enough. So let's go in with the nose, see what we get. I've not read nothing on the can, and to be honest, the writing is, Jesus Christ, I got no chance of reading that. I got no chance to get your eyes sorted, Baz. Right, give it a swirl. Let's have a sniffers. A little dank, musty note, which is nice. Tropical, pineapple, sweet pineapple, I'm going to say. Yeah, it's pleasant. It's pleasant on the nose. There's nothing really wrong with it on the nose. I'm hoping it's going to have a nice sort of bold taste to it. The aroma's there. I'm going to say you get a lot of sort of tropical sort of IPAs and that can feel a little bit weak. Not in ABV, but weak on the nose. And that tends to come through as well on the taste. But this smells that little bit better. So I'm hoping it's going to come through better on the taste. I'm going to get the rest in there now. Is it hazed up anymore? It's maybe hazed up a little bit more as well from getting the rest in, maybe. But yeah, let's dive in. Gwei-lo. Neon Jungle IPA, 5.5%, Tesco's, if I'm correct. If not, Asda. Cheers. Yeah, and I'm going to say, what I got on the nose, I think is exactly the same in taste. A little bit more on the nose than some of your bog standard sort of supermarket craft beers. And I'm going to say on the taste at the moment, everything else along with that, involving the beer, is that little bit better than your sort of average sort of supermarket craft beer. 5.5%. The body, it's light, but it has a bit of weight to it. It's not too thin that you're disappointed, but nor is it heavy that it sort of feels not undrinkable, but feels like it's going to weigh you down. It's just got that bit of extra body in there that that maybe just gives it that little bit extra, if you like. Quite smooth. There is, I'm not going to say masses of carbonation, but it is a little bit busy in the mouth. But again, even with the carbonation, I'm going to say it's carbonation wise, it's still that little bit better carbonation wise than a lot of supermarket craft beers. It's not a particularly rough mouthfeel. But it does give you a bit of busyness going on in the mouth, shall we say. That could be a bonus because it's pushing the flavours around. And on the flavours, you do pick them up. And they're not totally wishy-washy. For me, hoppy, tropical, pineapple is the big sort of individual note. And just behind that, you get a very subtle sort of bitterness coming. A little bit dank and musty. And that's definitely something I like. I definitely like that. Oh, pardon me. In an IPA, I do like that sort of dank mustiness. I'm trying to think if I'm really getting a little back end of maltiness on this. I think the 5.5% is bang on. Now, there. That's where I think there's a little bit of a subtle maltiness kicks in, and it is very subtle. But it just tails off with a little interesting flavour, if you like, rather than just hoppy, bitter, tropical. It just adds a little bit something extra to the party at the end. Like I say, the 5.5%, I think, you know, it's drinking sort of ideal, really. No, you know, no alcohol burn, obviously, at that sort of ABV. But you just know it's that little bit stronger, but nor does it add any sort of overpowering flavourness to it. Yeah, I mean, you can't really knock it. It's not, it's, you know, it's no world beater. It's definitely no world beater for me. But what it is a nice, enjoyable beer. You know, £3.75 from the supermarket. Is it worth that? I suppose when you look at everything, the going rate of stuff, I'm going to say it's sort of it justifies the price. I'm going to say, really. One more enjoyable drink. It's refreshing. Certainly, it's the spot. It's definitely a summer's day sort of drink. If it's warm, it's about, I'm trying to think what it is today here, 20, 21. Not massively sunny, but it's just a warm sort of muggy day. This hits the spots with them, that pineapple flavour. It's the spot, not the spots. Hits the spot with that pineapple flavour and the tropical notes and everything. Yeah, no world beater, but certainly an enjoyable drop, I've got to say. I'm enjoying it anyway, put it that way. So Gwei-lo out of Hong Kong, and then Neon Jungle IPA, 5.5%, £3.75 from Tesco's, part of a 4 for free. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. You know, like I say, no world beater. It's supermarket beer, but just a little bit better than a lot that are out there. And, you know, it's doing what you want, I suppose, and certainly as a supermarket range beer. So, yeah, if you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. If you've seen it and thought about getting it, pardon me, I think it's worth a go. Give it a try. That's it from me. Enjoy your Sunday. And yeah, I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.